we are going to share the best accessories for your RV kitchen. And stick around to the end, because we're going to show you something pretty neat that you may never have thought of. All right, well, the first accessory up is the IKEA cutting board. Now, it's got a name. It's a Swedish name, and I can't remember it, but I'll put it down here. And don't forget, links to everything will be in the description below. The IKEA cutting board fits almost perfectly on our stovetop. You see, our stovetop came with that foldable glass cover. So what we did was we removed the glass, and now we just lay the IKEA cutting board right on the top. And what's great about it is that it covers our stovetop, but it's also portable. So we can bring it over to the table and use it there if we want. We could actually bring it outside if we want. You see, the cutting board has this nice little lip on the side, and it holds it almost perfectly in place. This is a great addition to our kitchen to add not only more counter space, but it gives us a cutting board right there. And honestly, it looks a lot nicer than that glass cover that came with the RV. All right, now the next one up is a pizza stone. Now what's great about the pizza stone is that it will distribute the heat more evenly if you leave it in your oven when you're baking something. Now I don't actually know if that's myth or fact, but it seems to work for us, so we're gonna go with it. The pizza stone can also be used to make pizza on and cook on, and it could also be used as a serving tray. So we love our pizza stone. They come in many different sizes and shapes, so find the one that's right for you. The next one up is a Berkey water filter. Now, truth be told, we didn't get the Berkey right away because, to be honest with you, it is a little pricey. And what we used to do is we used to lug around water bottles. Cases of water would just be like in the middle of our living room in the RV. And we got sick of that. So we invested in the travel size Berkey, and I can't believe it took us so long. What's great about it is not only is it friendly for the environment because it's saving all those plastic bottles, but the taste of the water is actually really good. The filters that are in it can be used, I think, for up to 300 fills. The Berkey is travel friendly. What we do is we just empty it out and we store it in our sink actually when we travel. I've actually heard of some people that leave it on their countertops when they travel. I'm not sure I would try that, but it's pretty lightweight so you can move it around. And it's a money saver because we're saving all that money on water bottles that we don't have to buy. So the Berkey is definitely something that we would suggest that you invest in. It's one of our favorite kitchen appliances. Hey, don't forget, links for all of the products that we use will be down below in the description. The ice maker. Now, the ice maker is something that I've talked about quite a few times in some of our other videos. And honestly, I really don't know how I lived without it. I used to always see people that had ice makers and say, nah, we don't need that. We don't use ice all that much. Well, let me tell you something. You do. You don't realize it, but you do. And the ice maker is relatively inexpensive. It sits right on the counter, makes the ice when you want it. What we do is we make a bunch of ice, we put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, and then we put it in our freezer for when we want the ice. So the ice maker is something that you should have in your RV kitchen. Now, something else that you need, that you might not think you need, is a thermometer, both in your refrigerator and in your freezer. You see, food can spoil. So you want to know at all times that your freezer is cold enough and your refrigerator is cold enough. But you want to get yourself a pretty inexpensive thermometer for both your freezer and your RV fridge. And the last thing that I promised you I would let you know about, and you're going to want to go get it immediately, is this neat little fruit hammock that we found. It actually attaches under the cabinet, and it's like a hammock that you could put all sorts of fruit in. So it saves you counter space because you don't have to keep fruit on the counter. And honestly, it looks really cool. So you're going to want to go grab one of those right away. Now, this is just the fun stuff that you need in your kitchen. But if you're looking for the RV essentials that you need for your rig in general, check out this video I created right here, and we will see you traveling down the road.